In this quick tutorial, we are going to go over the parsing rules for first name, last name, email, phone number, and message. So this part can definitely be tricky. So if you need help with this, please contact support at agentlocator.ca. They will need your login information for here, as to why initial instructions requested that you just manually create your account and not to create using your Google sign-in or anything like that, because we will need those logins. So in the first name, you are just going to simply edit. Most of these are very similar. So all you're going to do is go down. This, again, is tricky. And for the first one, we want to be able to pull the lead's first name. So you're going to find the start position after X line and then choose number 4, because in this specific case, the first name of this person is starting on line 5. So if yours is any different, if it's after whatever line, you can see that first name. So then here you're going to be able to see that the lead's first name is in row 1. So that's your start position. We then need to go down and define the end, like the after position, so the end position. So for this one, because we already know that the last name is DeVries in this case, we are going to match before and then start typing their last name. So it's going to grab the text that's right before the last name, resulting in just the first name of the lead. Once you're done that, you're simply going to save it. It's going to ask you to essentially save that, like it looks good, and then you're going to validate and save. Okay, so you just validate and save. Now, each of these are a little bit different. So when you go into the last name, we're going to edit this one and then kind of go down. This one hasn't done it. So we're going to have our start position. So now we're looking for the last name. So the text match after what word? So I'm going to just start typing this right here as to Crystal. Okay, so this is going to then pull up DeVries. This is the DeVries Agent Locator Testing is my full last name for this. So that's going to put this in that first line. So that's where we're going to grab that information from. And then we are going to then define this. So we want to define it for text before or after, rather. I can't remember, is it before or after? Before, and we want would like, right? So if we go would, there we go. So we start typing that, we can see now it's defined that we've kind of eliminated all of this and we only want this as the last name. So again, we're going to go down here. Okay, that looks good. That's our last name. And then we're going to validate and save. So this is why you need to create a lead on your listing in order for this to work. So going through all of these and essentially setting them up as to where this is going to pull this information. Now we want to start at 21 here. So this one is a little bit trickier for sure. So it's text after, and this one you can do, it's like a little funky URL equals, because we want that equals. So we're going to have that. So it puts my email address right there. And then our start or our end position is going to be text match before, and it's that colon. And there we go. So we've got that colon. It's automatically done that for us. We've got that. And that is our final result. Okay, looks good. Validate and save. And then the phone number, we're going to edit that one. And going all the way down again. And I'm going to figure out where this phone number is. So text match after. And again, we are just going after that. Whoops. You have to go like that first. Remove that. URL space. What that way. There we go. So we've got that. So now it's pulled that phone number. So I've just grabbed that whole sequence that you've seen wherever the phone number is here, this whole thing, and just copied that there so that now this is the first. And then we need to do the before text, so text match before, and just put the 5, the last digit of the phone number, and that should work. So text match before, actually, you know what? We're going to do this. There we go. So this is the text match after that. So there is that little colon where we're going to add that in there. Again, okay, looks good. Phone, validate, and save. You can define the message if you care to. The message is a little bit tricky because of the fact that it doesn't work. I've tried it where you've tried to pull all this information so it creates that as a big note in the system. It doesn't seem to like that. So we can actually do, text message, text after. So we can go message from Crystal. Let's see what happens. There we go. So there's the message after that one sentence that I have. Or you know what? I text match after. Might be better to just go like this and copy that and put that there. There we go. So then at least this would like to book a showing. And then we need to do the before. So we only want to pull so much information from here. We can go, and we don't want to remove lines. So after the end position is after 2 lines, we can try to do after 13 lines, see what that shows up. You can save that, and it's all going to pull into split character with that. This is a little bit tricky, as I mentioned. Okay, looks good. Validate and save. So now the parsing is set up. So the rules are in place, and so now when an email comes in here, this parser knows what information to grab from that email in order to shoot it over. So now that we're done in here, the next step is actually setting everything up on Zapier, using this as an app and forwarding it to your parsing email that is in AgentLocator in order for that lead to be created.